Hi, welcome to Lies and Secrets channel. We hope you will have fun with us. Enjoy watching. All I remember is I was shivering from the cold on Christmas and my big dog was trying to keep me warm through cuddling. First, let me describe myself. I have always embraced my identity as a plus-size woman feeling at ease in my own body, with measurements of 41 inches at my C*******T, 27 inches at the waist and 38 inches at the H****SS. My husband Thomas has cherished me just as I am, and after 5 wonderful years of marriage we share our lives with Jacob, our golden retriever, who is more than just a pet. He is a beloved member of our family. This Christmas we decided to surprise my parents, who lived in the village, with an unexpected visit. Thomas and I meticulously organized every detail, loading the car with gifts, cozy clothing, and Jacob's favorite toys. The journey was long, winding through picturesque, snowy landscapes that sparkled under the moonlight. Jacob, sitting in the back seat, wagged his tail in excitement, fully attuned to the festive atmosphere. Felt like the ideal holiday escapade, one that could deepen the connections within our small, loving family. Upon arriving at my parents' home, we were met with an unforeseen sight. The house was dark, the driveway was empty, and the front door was securely locked. Perplexed, we called my mom only to learn that they had chosen to celebrate Christmas at my sister's house, several states away. The revelation struck us hard. We found ourselves stranded 149 miles from home with no one to greet us. To complicate matters further, our car, which had been making odd noises throughout the trip, finally broke down, leaving us K in the biting cold. As the temperature dropped further, it became clear that remaining outdoors was no longer feasible. My parents had a modest storage shed tucked away in the backyard. While it wasn't particularly spacious, it offered a degree of protection from the harsh chill. Thomas proposed to brave the nearby woods in search of firewood and perhaps something to eat. His genuine concern for our safety was heartwarming, and his determination provided a fleeting sense of comfort. After planting a gentle K******S on my forehead, he wrapped himself in his heavy coat and ventured into the frigid night, leaving Jacob and me in the faint glow of the shed. The shed felt cramped and cluttered, filled with old furniture boxes brimming with forgotten treasures and a lingering scent of mothballs. I found a blanket among the disarray and wrapped it around myself, but it did little to fend off the relentless cold that seemed to invade every corner. The frigid air cut through the gaps, chilling me to my very bones. Jacob, my steadfast companion, nestled beside me on the makeshift bed, his warm fur providing a small measure of comfort against the biting cold. His presence was a soothing reminder that even in this bleak moment, I was not entirely alone. Time dragged on each minute, stretching into what felt like an eternity. Every noise outside echoed in the stillness of the night, the wind's mournful howl, the crunch of snow beneath unseen footsteps. I found myself glancing repeatedly at the shed door, hoping for Thomas' return, but he remained absent. My fingers, numb from the cold, shook as I attempted to distract myself by sifting through the boxes, uncovering dusty holiday decorations and remnants of my childhood. Yet even the warmth of nostalgia couldn't dispel the growing unease and vulnerability that settled heavily in my heart. Jacob, attuned to my unease, nestled closer to me, his warm breath brushing against my face, while the gentle rhythm of his breathing provided a calming presence. In that instant, he transcended the role of a mere pet. He became my anchor, the sole source of warmth and security in a night that felt overwhelmingly cold and uncaring. I was feeling really cold, so I decided to cuddle with my big dog under the torn blanket, hoping that his warmth might bring me some comfort. So I quickly made my way. I lay under the blanket with my big dog on the old worn-out sofa. His breathing was fast, and it gave me warmth. To my surprise, he started to nozzle my cheek, his K******S gentle but insistent, as if he could sense my need for comfort. Each lick on my face felt like a burst of warmth, easing the chill and filling the room with a strange sense of calm. First it felt innocent, comforting, but then he began to press himself closer, his massive paws reaching up to rest gently against my C******T as if he were trying to hug me. "Hey, what are you doing?" I whispered, laughing nervously, trying to brush off the oddness of the moment, but he persisted, his large wet nose brushing against my cheek. He licked me, his tongue tracing the curve of my jaw. My heart raced, and I don't know why it was feeling good between my legs, but I tried to move back, but he was so big, so insistent. His affection turned intense, and when he began to lick, I froze. Felt strange, uncomfortable. But there was something in his eyes that stopped me from reacting right away. It was as if he could sense my coldness, my longing for connection. He was so hot that because of it, I started feeling really warm. So I decided to take off some of my clothes. I stood up and took off my coat and sweater and some of my lower clothes. I was now just in my top and lower when I started lying down. Suddenly, the blanket fell on the floor. Suddenly, I felt a curious presence behind me, a full-blooded male big dog drawn in by the scent. Before I knew it, a wet, sloppy tongue was exploring right between my legs, catching me completely off guard. I'm not sure what just happened, but I was taken by surprise when something touched me, causing me to leap up in shock, exclaiming, "Oh my God, what?" When I turned around, there was my big dog lounging comfortably with his tail thumping against the floor. He had that classic goofy expression, head tilted to one side as if he were asking, "I like that. Can I have some more, please?" I shot him a disapproving glance and firmly told him, "Keep your nose out of there, you little pervert." After that, I lay down again and my big dog threw the blanket on the ground again. I turned around and started staring at him and then bent down again to lift the blanket. The big dog then came over me and started hitting me from the back. It was too painful, but only I know how much I enjoyed it. For 16 minutes of pure, he filled me with his gum, leaving me overthinking. I couldn't pinpoint the exact moment it occurred, but a transformation took place within me. The distinction between mere comfort and something more profound began to fade. Perhaps it was the solitude, the biting chill, or the desperate yearning to escape the grip of fear and vulnerability. Jacob's steadfast loyalty and warmth emerged as an unexpected source of solace, illuminating my heart in ways I had never anticipated. A storm of emotions surged within me, confusion, guilt, and a fleeting sense of comfort that eluded my understanding and justification. When Thomas finally walked through the door, arms burdened with firewood and a bag of hastily acquired snacks from a distant gas station, I had managed to regain my composure. I had tidied up, worn my clothes again, erasing any evidence of my inner struggles and the moments of weakness I had experienced. Thomas greeted me with his familiar affectionate smile, his eyes reflecting relief at finding me safe and warm. I returned his smile, though the weight of my hidden turmoil pressed heavily on my C*******T, a secret I felt I had to carry alone. The remainder of the night unfolded without incident. We kindled a modest fire in the shed, its dancing flames casting playful shadows on the walls as we gathered close for warmth. Thomas shared tales of his adventures, chuckling at the ridiculous of slogging through the snow in search of firewood and food. I joined in his laughter, yet my thoughts drifted elsewhere, replaying the night's events in a relentless cycle that kept me from finding peace. As Christmas morning broke, the storm had calmed, leaving the landscape outside cloaked in a flawless layer of snow. With assistance from a local mechanic, we got the car back in working order and continued our journey home. The drive was subdued, each of us wrapped in our own reflections. Thomas' hand rested on mine, his thumbs softly caressing my skin, a tender gesture that only intensified the ache within me. The subsequent days blurred into a whirlwind of holiday celebrations and daily routines. Life continued as if nothing had transpired, yet I couldn't shake the shadow of that night. Its memory lingered, a haunting echo of a boundary crossed and a secret I would carry indefinitely. This revelation isn't meant to elicit forgiveness or comprehension. Rather, it serves as a means to lighten my spirit, even if just anonymously. Life is replete with unforeseen turns, some lovely and others regrettable. This was my experience. A chapter. I cannot erase a memory that remains, reminding me of the delicacy of human emotions and the unpredictable journeys they can lead us on. Ultimately, we are all imperfect, shaped by our decisions and haunted by the moments that define our existence. My story ends here. If you feel that this story is meaningful and brings useful lessons, please like and subscribe to the channel to support me. Thanks for listening and see you in the next videos.